about the feel. I mean, this is kind of a cool setup, and being here in Arizona, does that add a little something to it for you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's a lot more comfortable, and I'm feeling a lot more support. All these guys, and they seem happy to see me. I don't know why, but hometown, I feel the love, feel the support. So I'm excited. I'm ready to put on a show. Last time the energy in the crowd was amazing, so I'm sure that's going to help me a lot.
Got the bump up to the main card. I mean,
yeah.
You've been in some big fights. Does that still mean something to you, though, when you get that elevation to the feature slot?
I kind of had put that out of my mind in the past. I used to want to be on the main card or something, or earn my way to that spot. But the best thing about it is we don't have to go to the venue so early. I can rest up a little bit more on fight day, maybe eat a little bit more. So it's definitely beneficial.
Very cool. Talk about the matchup itself. I mean, you're facing a talented guy, but he's had some inconsistent results too. What do you think about when you break him down?
This is a fight game, man. I mean, you can call it inconsistent, or you could just call it, this is what we do. It could happen. It's a fight. I mean, it's happened to me. So I'm not overlooking him at all. I know he's tough. I know he's well-rounded. He's good everywhere. But so am I. So let's go.
This is your second time now fighting at home for the UFC. Is there a sense of, do you try to not make it too familiar, not stay at your house and try to stay at the hotel, or are you okay with kind of doing your normal routine for this?
I did. I stayed at the hotel, and I like to do that just to get all my rest. My kids are at the house, so they're constantly on me and interacting with me, and I love it. But after a few days, and especially on the weight cut week, it could wear on you a little bit. So I try to stay at the hotel, but it was nice being in town because I was still able to go and do some things that I wanted to do. I've got some sponsors, Cryo PHX. They hooked me up. I just drive down there, do my cryotherapy. It helped a lot during fight week. We'll see how it goes. I went and got my haircut today at my barbershop. So just anything I needed is kind of like right here. This is real comfortable, man. I'm ready to go, and I'm feeling happy.
I mean, for you, you're still top 10. You've been top 10 your entire UFC career, basically. But it seems like, this is 2 losses in a row. Nobody wants to get to 3. Does it feel like a make or break moment for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the pressure's on me in a sense, but I don't let it get to me. I feel like I actually perform best when I'm under pressure. My back's been against the wall. Even before I got to the UFC, I was never supposed to be here. I was never supposed to stay here. So let's do it.
I mean, it seemed like in hearing you speak earlier this week that, I don't know, it felt almost like you're a little tired of all of this. Is there a sense of that?
No, the business of MMA is kind of rough, man. We go through a lot. That head injury that I had was pretty rough. I left a sour taste in my mouth. I came back. Didn't have, just the business of MMA, man. So whatever we do, they really make us earn whatever we get, you know what I'm saying? So, after years and years, you don't really think about that when you jump into this. This was kind of like something that I felt I had to do. It was my only option, pretty much, what I had the skills to do and set forward to make a career out of it, provide for my family. But, years down the road, you just you start realizing, okay, I did sign up for this, but you didn't intake exactly what you're going to go through and how hard it is going to be to stay there and whatnot. So maybe just a little bit of that. I don't talk the best either, so I kind of just say whatever's on my mind sometimes. But, at the end of the day, I'm blessed to be where I'm at. I love it. I do love what I do. So I really can't complain, man.
So is there still that passion for the sport, or do you have to find motivation?
I mean, the motivation is in my losses, man. I was in the gym on Monday last time. One thing I didn't like about my last fight is, I didn't pull the trigger enough. I didn't feel like that was the first fight that I felt like maybe I didn't leave it all in there. Maybe I just didn't, and I've never felt like that before. And I stay up late at night kicking myself in the rear to. That's enough motivation for me, man. I don't like losing. I think I got here where I'm at. I've said it in the past. When I started wrestling in high school, I was never supposed to continue that. That was supposed to be a joke. Me and my friends, we went out for wrestling, and I lost my first match, and I was beyond pissed. And here I am. So.
I mean, do you take any sense of solace in that? At least immediately after that fight, pretty much the guy beat you pops with USADA.
No, I mean, there's no moral victories here, man. I was supposed to do what I had to do on fight night to finish the fight. I'm always looking for a finish because, like Dana tells us every single time, this is going to be my 10th fight in the UFC, so 9 times I've heard him tell us, don't leave it to the judges, and we know that's the game we're in. If you want that victory, you got to get it. that's what I try to do every time. So there's no moral victories for me. If I don't get the if I don't get the W, you know what I mean? I'm not satisfied with the L.
Just revisiting the journey a little bit, then I guess. You said 9 fights. This is your 10th fight in 5 years. And you've been in this for a long time. You've been at the top of the game pretty much the whole entire time. Is there a sense of frustration, just like where kind of the ceiling for a lot of this is? Do you feel like there should be more for someone who's this so deep into it?
I gotta think about what I just feel like there's a lot of money being made in this sport, and we're not getting any of it.
You mean we as in the fighters?
The fighters, yeah.
Is there anything?
I don't want to say too much.
John, last time you fought in Phoenix, you were supposed to fight Juicer for Omega. This time you're actually replacing him on short notice. What preparations have you done, being you had an abbreviated camp, to be at 100% capacity going in?
Well, like you said, it was short notice, so I didn't get a lot of preparation. But the good thing about it is that I stay in the gym. Like I said, I lost my last fight, so I was in the gym that Monday. I didn't have any injuries, no nothing. I did have a little bit of sprains and whatnot. I was scheduled to fight in December. I kind of had to pull out because I wasn't able to go on that one. But I pretty much stay in the gym. I stay ready. I actually told my manager I was really mad that I wasn't on the card originally, and I told him, because my manager manages Pettis also, and I told him, I said, if they pull out, I better be in this. And so I kind of was preparing myself to be ready for this. So it was actually a lot easier for me, because when you're in fight camp, you want everything to go so smooth, and then it's rough, and I'm an angry guy sometimes, so I get myself worked up, and I didn't have to go through any of that. I kind of had a nice smooth camp per se. I was training as what I could do ever since my last fight. Even when I was hurt, I stayed in the gym doing what I could do, and so I feel ready no matter what. It's like they say, stay ready, and you don't got to get ready. So I'm gonna prove that.
That being said, obviously the last couple fights didn't go as any of us had hoped. Do you feel like this is a make or break fight for you?
It is. It is what it is. That's the reality of it. I'm coming off 2 losses. We all know what happens at 3 losses. But at the end of the day, that's not on my mind. It's not lingering. That's not what I'm focused on. It's not what I'm thinking about when I'm going to be in there. So, this is what I train to do. This is, this is what I do. This is what I'm supposed to be able to do. So if the UFC calls me up and says, we need you to fight this week, I should be able to do that. That's what I do. I'm a professional fighter. Like you said, I've been doing this in the UFC like 4 years now. So that's what I should be able to do. I should be able to step up and be able to provide when they need me. So
last one for you. Anybody, you're the king of chingasas. Those that don't know, what is the chingasa? What does that term mean?
I don't really know what the exact meaning is, but I come up in the hood. It's just a kind of a slang term. It's for letting them go, scrapping, man, fighting. We ain't hugging. We ain't playing patty cake. We're not pointing you out. We're trying to put them on you. So as you guys have seen my fights in the past, I'm trying to not necessarily trying to hurt the guy in the sense of hurting him, but I'm trying to win my fight and get my money. So I gotta hurt you. Sorry.